Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Well, I made an observation. I'm too sure all of you have done that as well. So around, 15 minutes to time, I observed that everyone was on their mobile phone. And we had a lot of people sitting close to someone as well. Yet there was no discussion ongoing, all present but absent. I don't know, but I might have to invest in a research that gets to tell us what happens to our necks because of how we have adjusted it with our mobile phones. We need to do something about it, but it's all good. Thank you very much indeed for coming. And if you're sitting close to someone in your local language, tell the person you're welcome. In your local language, tell the person you are welcome. Anyways, nights like this build the passion we have not only for the end product, but the little joys that come along the way. It's easy to get caught up in the hard works and the questions about what exactly it is that we're doing with our crafts. But as a consequence, it's sometimes also dragging, especially when we are focused on what builds and results in the hard work. To regain our skip and recall why we love writing so much, we need to take a step back and celebrate. And that's why I want to officially welcome you to a night of celebrations of all the wonders that have been spun into the world by the pen of you, our creative souls. And so if you are excited to be here today to celebrate literary excellence, let's put our hands together for ourselves. And so it's official, and it's the 6th Ghana Association of Writers Literary Awards here at the Omanyaba AMA Emporium, and we're here. It's a simple objective to honor literary giants on the African continent and to say a very big thanks to all of you for making our day special. Everything that you've written, we have read. For some of you who have not made it available yet, we'll still read. My name is Kokulumor. Thank you very much indeed, even as I chauffeur you. Tonight is going to be a very short one, but one that will culminate into us celebrating you. Once again, welcome indeed. I want to say a very big thank you to Professor Adeboye Olukoshi, who also gave out some cash for us to be here, and also Peninsula Resort and Nana Dr. Edusa. Let's put our hands together for them. They are the sponsors for tonight's event. Also, a very big thank you to our media partners, GBC, Ghana News Agency, Times Graphic Communications, TV Africa, and also all of you have some sanitizers. Is all from Pizzas. Thank you very much indeed. Let's put our hands together for them. Not forgetting Ronel Ghana as well for putting this together from the beginning. You know, these days it's very difficult to go out there and to ask people for money for events such as this. Would have to use COVID-19 and Russia-Ukraine war as an excuse not to give us money as well. But it's all good, and we want to say thank you to all those who supported us. You are the reasons why we are here. Well, we cannot entirely discount the presence of COVID-19 amongst us, and so if you can, please avoid handshakes, hugs, or any physical contact with others during or after the events. I am a culprit already. If we can desist from that and use the sanitizers as well, we'll be grateful to all of you. Now sit tight, because Flight Ghana Association of Writers 6th Literary Awards takes off now. And now to a man who is arguably one of the most gifted spoken word artists in Ghana. His words stick on your memory for years because they are well researched and delivered with the power of the raging ocean. It doesn't destroy, it sweetens the ears. An A-list artist, his works often navigate between royalty and the ordinary masses, but the effect is the same. For the invocation tonight, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our man, Papi Pong. Let's put our hands together for Papi Pong as he gives us our invocation for tonight.
Ago. 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 Sanetene. Impenying etitru etifi anafo epue atoy huma ha me no ne ha de se kronkron me de obuni de ne ahombrase sronkon eri cheche amu nyina impenying mu ana moka masem se sebe impenga duasa nea wo ho ne komu bedase ba mo cha obi atemenka ho medase ene ne yare hyase mwana moka masem penye madawroma se sebe mpenga duasa nea wo ho ne komu ejira ntenten kura atre kwankora eresa ungogu aprapransa so no wonso na bakon ebio okwechiri twi mantamboafo sasahweahweanhwe a wawura nsaso no awura kokora awura senware awura nansedokoro ede ne nkwa ato ne nsem aboro pentemprem ado asuko akofa nkonim abotiri abofie nso no kwasemini woreche abasobɔ kronkron aduan a wonkwati na asanka na sene asebe mpan aduasa sadweam ne nkan fofata obetwani na kwan bi so nso so torrent atoaso efata oyufo no sara na dimpa ene mfoaso enso fata omamba pa watu anamonpa adua bapa ama ne hweso pa ma eho abamfa so pa se twoonen Einti Ghana achirofo nkambomku biatan emu akensenku a sebe mpan aduasa muhutra tetra yetra kotra chirautra awontu atuaso pepedoma nkumei sabre yehiem wo ha na ne aye nyinara yede impinting ni nsanku ne mensong ne mensa ne menta ne mentia asonkoben asensebeng ni atentebere kan kwesiara ne se ye mama yeko madawro ma momom nsema mo ho ya mpanyin se sabe mpan aduasa ekto dakura yetume kan sabe mpan oha nea ewom ene se o kirew ni baako a kirew dua baako ehoma baako ene okenken ni baako etume de nsakrai pa eba wiase afa na nyinara nea ekosi ene se omen biara ebetumpon a ehya asefi ankorankore so ankorankore enso betumpon a ehya asefi sebe mpan aduasa adwunen so beye sebe mpan aduasa eye asase pa wodua so abapa ma eso abapa nso a na efinia ekosa adwenenim ekwa na ekosi akyerewfo so eni ti sabre se akyerewfo mu abenfo aboyafo akomafo akamafo ayemafo edimafo ejemafo afamafo amantamboyafo akofo akokodrofo anokwafo atitirofo ahoro wahyiemu ha na yeka ne ekosini se ewiadomankoma esudomankoma ensasedomankoma enframadomankoma ne abodedomankoma wura odomankoma odomankoma duma chocho wuro binsen duma chocho wuro cho duma sisibirisi duma godobra nkatankonkora mantintin a obon kwahye ye nyinara mu no na nkasa onkosoara no nhyiram afebo Ghana akyerewfo nkabomku nkwaso Ghana de shemama yade amre yade anyaseda apata kone ejeko abombo oprekese Ghana du nananom ebisansu amansa nananom asebe mpenga duasa mufiti krotia na mohohoa eje afimu mo nkwaso ebima nyinara nkwaso a epiao medamase.
For this gentleman, let's do it more for him. Let's celebrate him more. I don't know how old I can be to put all of this in my head. And for those of you who understand, that's a kiapim tree, right? For those of you who understand that, that's deep and deep things, brought to the fore by a young man. I'm too sure you deserve another round of applause, right? So we give it back to him, indeed. It's worth mentioning that one of our sponsors, Professor Adebayo Olukoshi, who would have loved to be here, was caught up in Lagos because flights were not taking off at the time. He landed from South Africa. And so our prayers, may he be safe because he wanted to be here. And that's why he took off from South Africa. But of course, our airlines are having challenges. And so if there's a video that will be sent to him, I want to say we love you so very much, Prof. And thank you very much for the support and trying to be here as well. We cannot wait to see you come through for us. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Ghana Association of Writers, amongst its aims and objectives, is to bring together all writers, including persons interested in writing, creators of literary content in Ghana, creating a forum for the study of our literary heritage and exchange of ideas, also to protect and advance the interests of Ghanaian writers, and also to foster the development of good literature in Ghanaian and foreign languages and more. We're truly grateful that most of you are members and you have contributed your quota and you continue to do so. For those of you who are not members as well, we will urge you to quickly connect with us and be a part of us. But I'm too sure that is where you had your invite from. And so want to see whether or not we're truly welcome. Let's welcome the General Secretary of the Association in the absence of the President, Mr. Sylvanus Bejra, for our welcome address.
Very good evening to everyone. So I read this on behalf of the President. It has been said that a country that does not honor its heroes is not worth dying for. In the same light, it can also be said that an association that does not honor its members is not worth belonging to. It is in the light of this that the Ghana Association of Writers reintroduced its awards, dubbed the Gao Literary Awards some 6 years ago. The purpose is to appreciate, celebrate, and honor the writers of various genres that mainly belong to our cherished association. As we mark another edition of this event of honor, I would want to congratulate all persons who have submitted their works, including those who got shortlisted and those who are eventually winners tonight. It is my firm belief that together as writers, we shall do our little to not only contribute to the growth of this association, but also to the growth of Mother Ghana. The pen truly, they say, is mightier than the sword. Long live Gao, long live Ghanaian writers. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, General Secretary of the Ghana Association of Writers. Speech, a very short one read on behalf of the President. Ladies and gentlemen, how about we acknowledge the presence of some people who are here to also support us and to add quality to our event. I see the board chairman of the National Theatre, Nana Fredua Oforiata, over there. Let's put our hands together for him. Thank you very much, sir. And grateful that you can be a part of us. And once you are sitting behind, it means that we have your coverage of ours. We are grateful. We're grateful indeed. Also, NEC members of Ghana Association of Writers, the treasurer is here. The deputy general secretary is also here. If you're here, please raise your hands. Or let's put our hands together for them. Also, as part of the GAO advisory board members, Mr. Duse Dechi is here with us. Let's put our hands together for him, even as we honor their presence. As and when they come, I will recognize them, of course, acknowledge their presence. Excellence is not a skill, it's an attitude, and we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Our next guest sets the keynote for tonight. His role is to establish the basic tone and tenor of the gathering that resonates through tonight's event. He's the CEO and managing publisher of ADEX Educational Publications Limited, formerly known as Anowo Publications. Forgive me, I'm from down south. A vibrant company that has to date published over 150 book titles. Since taking over, he has driven the publishing profile of the company to a level that has given ADEX an international presence, with a passion to move the publishing industry in Ghana to a level that meets rigid international publishing standards. He has worked on and participated in the drafting and development of the following policies. 1, textbook development and distribution policy for pre-tertiary education in 2003. Also, GBPA BUSAC Policy Advocacy Project, National Book Policy Proposal in 2007. He has also gained a lot of international exposure in the field of publishing and intellectual property, which include his participation in a number of international book fairs in Frankfurt, London, New Delhi, Nigeria, South Africa, and the United Arab Emirates, amongst others, as well as international workshops and conferences organized by the World Intellectual Property Organization. Books that he has authored include The Kingdom of Ashanti, a historical record of the life and art of the people, Trees in Our Lives, Water is Life, and The Police in Our Lives, and 7 children's readers, which have been translated into 6 Ghanaian languages, i.e. Asante, Twi, Ga, Ewe, Nzima, Dagbani, and Fanti, as well as into the Kiswahili language of Eastern Africa. Positions he's held, currently holds include the chairmanship of the Ghana Culture Forum, GCF, and a board member, Copy Ghana, also the Reprographic Rights Society of Ghana. A staunch member of the Ghana Association of Writers for many years. He is currently the president of the Ghana Publishers Association, as well as the vice president of the African Publishers Network. Ladies and gentlemen, our keynote speaker for the 6th Ghana Association of Writers Literary Awards, let's welcome Mr. Asari Konedu Yamwa. Let's put our hands together and let it be louder for him.
Good evening to you all. Respectfully, may I acknowledge the President and Executives of the Ghana Association of Writers, distinguished invited guests and members of GAO. Once again, greetings to you. It is commendable of you to have made this time to honor the invitation from GAO to witness the 6th edition of the Ghana Association of Writers Literary Awards ceremony. My name, as is mentioned, is Asari Konedu Yamwa, and I'm here to share a few thoughts with you. I feel honored to share my thoughts with such a distinguished club. This is a memorable achievement for me, and I will celebrate this for a very long time. Today, every writer should be proud and consider him or herself a winner. Awards are a way to encourage good works and promote a healthy relationship amongst the group. This is the reason why, despite the challenges the organizers encounter, they are motivated to make it happen. And this year has not been an exception. In every society, writers are the mirror that offers insights into the house. They write to celebrate social and cultural achievements, and through writings, they oppose every negative practice that seeks to overtake our collective aspirations as a people. They shine and throw light on specific subjects or issues. They throw light and prick society's conscience to pay special attention to particular issue or subject that, if not corrected, could draw back the progress of development so far achieved. Through that effort of the writer, we ensure the peaceful development of the human society, socially, economically, and culturally. Let me draw our minds to some writings of the past that have given readers great insights into how society has transformed throughout the years. Let us consider William Shakespeare. His writings are a mirror of what pertained in the what is now Great Britain or former Great Britain during his time, the class system and its effect on human rights and privileges, the rule of the kings, and the great might of the generals who served in the armies of Great Britain. In Ghana, one writer, Asari Konedu, whose documentary about the coups that had occurred in Ghana through 1966, 72, 79, and 81, By his book, The Coup Makers, takes the reader through the era and its devastating effects on our democratic system, our culture and traditions, and interestingly, on the military itself. The late Professor P.A.V. Ansan, may he so rest in peace, was one prolific writer. His writings were a direct opposition to the military government, and his braveness overshadowed the intimidation and threats to his life. Today, if we have a fourth republic, we are able to offer him a special place in history. Writing is a practical demonstration of what freedom of speech and expression is. It is fundamental to the function of our democracy. The right to free expression of ideas is one of the pillars of every successful democracy, and that has been boldly enshrined in the Ghana Constitution. It is therefore important that writers are encouraged to assume that responsibility for the protection of people's rights, right to decent life, right to equal treatment under the law, and full optimization of our lives under a democratic system. Writers must see themselves and their works as important to life, offering every security to the people and their sincere commitment to service to the nation. Through their writing, writers actively work to influence the way we think and shape our development. However, writers in Ghana today have become docile. We seem to have failed in our watchdog role in governance, social progress, and manifestation of our culture. It is the writers' role in creating the new society we all seek. For example, what kind of society we want to build in place of the present one. They must be proponents of what basic principles must govern the building of a new society. We have some societies well advanced than others. It is not so much about the people being special. It is all about the fundamentals driven by writing. Today's world has so much fear and doubts. People have little or no patience for alternative views, and writers who have dared to defend their sacred roles have been forced into silence. That could account for the slow progress of our development. Writers as agents of change, when not motivated to inspire the society, leaves a wide space filled by ineptitude, maladministration, and mediocrity. Today, we do not have writers who are dedicated to evincing a new way of life, commensurate to the changing trends across continents. For example, I am not sure we have writers who have dedicated themselves to writing in defense of women's rights and general freedoms. At this moment, we are all writers. Who is championing children's rights and equal opportunities for marginalized people within the population? Are we satisfied with the educational system, health delivery, housing? What about public administration? This role of the writer is globally recognized and acclaimed by sociologists. This impact of the writer on society was glaring during the post-industrial revolution era. So it was visible in the era of anti-slavery and remained so for anti-colonialism. The struggle against colonialism and the achievement of independence would have been much more difficult without the great contribution of selfless writers such as Kingsley Hayford, Mensah Saba, Franz Fanon, Amilcar Cabral, Walter Rodney, our own president and, of course, founder, Kwame Nkrumah, W. Du Bois, and many others across the continent. It is therefore appropriate at this stage to pay tribute to heroes of yesteryears, but for their fearless agitations and protestations through writing, we may not have this present society. Mention a few such as Professor Joe de Graft, Atuko Ekain, Kwabena Yakwa, Efua Sutherland, Francis Salome, Bill Marshall, Professor Kofi Awono, and of course, the great Sphinx of Ghana, Professor Du Bois. Those of contemporary memory, including Professor Kofi Adoho, Professor Ayukwe Oma of Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born, fame, Professor Amati Edu, Cameron Dodu, Professor Martin Owusu, Nana Kwesi Jana Painting, Adwa Yeboah Ferry, and most recent additions, especially Elizabeth Beatty, Ruby Aragoka, Kwesi Kranting, and many others who have kept the spirit of Writers Club alive. And this is an appeal to the President of GAO. Whatever it takes for the Ghana Association of Writers to awaken its members, to fulfill its role as the heart of our democracy and culture, insisting on what is truthful and demanding accountability must be done. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me commend GAO for instituting these awards. They help us all periodically to both contemplate and reminiscence about GAO and the important role writers are required to play in human development. They deserve commendation for holding on to their work as writers with tenacity and fortitude. My concluding statement is to acknowledge the winners of the awards, and I wish them the best of their writing life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Sari Konedu Yamwa, for the opportunity to listen to you. And that sets the tone now for the award, and I'm too sure we are ready to start on a very great note. Let me also acknowledge the presence of a distinguished author and former editor of Ghanaian Times. Adjoa Yeboah-Afari is also here with us. Let's put our hands together for her. There you are. Thank you. There's also a former treasurer of the Ghana Association of Writers and an author as well, Mariska Araba Taylor Darko is also here. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. We're grateful. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Abraham Lincoln was an American lawyer, politician, and a statesman who served as the 16th president of the United States of America from 1861 until his assassination. Good news, he has resurrected. Only that now that he has added Osman to his name. And so I present to you Osman Abraham Lincoln.
Onyanko se chebomo for otu owu to mani dani tutuo onyanko pomfa susan anakodo ne tware suo waye na mere for na se osuru bo suo onyanko pon enyame mu nyina wo ne pon de onje ho mfa me ndo ne ne fon me na mojam pa me ho son wani mu wachi hwana kron de atwa me ho kanko ne nyankonton kokota kwaboko akopie boko yi hon mani mo nyama twa bi atwa de ama me wantimi anton me huhu mu ona afata ntontom why am de sa santum hwachi biem na mensum abosom anade tontom me hyabra nya dabre me nkra bia nya bia pa bosen bayre bremu wama magudi asetere do humi ahume ebisomu num asetere sa danse kwa me woni kama putu chaka ani ni obi kire ehan afedie mi pia na ntafra pa ba bia tete o ma nwene da sesere mpo ye de nwene kete de omunum ani na mfuru pete me sesere botwene ne so omusi mini abotere onsanka onanso nkanti kame ma akokọ sere obrafo ba ene na obra kire bi unsasere pem ka wonim na tie onyankopon frɛ me hwɛ de ote oso fra ya mame ani so ne meto ene ne medonto mano ato.
We wish you stay with us longer as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Osman Abraham Lincoln. And thank you very much indeed. Well, before we hear from the three-member award planning committee that have done extremely well, a round of applause for them as well. Lots of energy has gone into this tonight. There is a young lady that I would want to introduce to you. She was 7 years old last year when she entered into the competition. Competition, I mean, had giving us the opportunity to read whatever it is that she's done, the work. The book, the title of the book is More Nice City. She's a pupil in class 3 at the ACE School in Greater Accra. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a special award and a special place for people like this, even in heaven. But how about we celebrate them here on earth before one day, 180, 200 years, when they make it to heaven, they will take it again. Let's put our hands together and welcome Miss Rachel Yoram Perpetual Brain Tugbedo. Let's put our hands together for her while she comes. And this award will be presented by the board chairperson of the National Theatre. Let's welcome Nana Fredwa Oforiata to help us. This is the youngest who entered into the competition, and today we want to say thank you very much, and to keep doing this. We are grateful. Let the world see who you are through your work again. The surprise why we have to do this, Nana. Thank you very much indeed. So this is a special award to Miss Rachel Yoram Perpetual Brain Tubedo. Was 7 years old last year when she entered the competition with the book. She's a pupil in class 3 at the A school in Greater Accra region. I'm too sure when the 3-member award planning committee come, they'll get to tell you more about this. But let's put our hands together once again for her. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed for that. All right, so that's what we do here, is to give them the recognition and the applause even as they're here on earth. It's a privilege now to invite onto the lectern Prince Joe Latte Jr., Secretary, Sakisoa Vice Chairman, Doris Adabasukuon, Chairman of the 3-member award planning committee. Let's put our hands together for them even as they come. Please, let's do it louder for them.
Good evening. We stand on all existing protocols. Good evening again, and a very warm welcome to the Omania Bar Hall of the AMA Emporium to the 6th Gao Literary Awards. The theme, Honoring Literary Excellence, reflects the commitment of the Ghana Association of Writers to promote and reward literary excellence in all genres of literature. 12 competitive award categories were advertised for the 6th Gao Literary Awards in 2022. There were novel, short story, poetry, children's storybook, children's poetry, young writer, that is not more than 25 years, creative nonfiction, drama, staged, spoken word, audio and video, script writing, Ghanaian Language Special Award, and Science and Mathematics Textbook Award. The entries were both physical and electronic. The 6th Gao Literary Award Planning Committee received entries from 52 writers and participants for 9 out of 12 categories. There were no entries for drama, screenplay, and children's poetry categories. Unfortunately, some entries did not travel through the winnowing stage because they failed to meet the entry requirements. We had multiple assessors who, at the end of the process, gave us results that will make all of us proud. Tonight, we will celebrate 19 award winners from 8 categories instead of 36 winners from 12 categories. We also, as we have already seen, celebrated the youngest participant. At this point, we want to talk about a very disturbing, very unethical incident that happened earlier this week that has to do with these awards. Our attention was drawn to a poster circulating on the internet on which a shortlisted participant in these awards was boldly and proudly claiming to have won the first prize in the category he entered in. We immediately went on the internet to verify it and were shocked to see the poster and the false claim it bore. The most disturbing aspect is that the information put out on the said poster was even totally false. Aside of the short list of potential winners that we formally released to the press, no other information, particularly pertaining to who won which position, has been put out anywhere, not on the internet and not on any of the Gao social media platforms. not even on the National Executive, not even the National Executive Committee of GAO had any inkling as to who had won which position in which category. The unfortunate infraction has the huge potential of putting the credibility of the whole awards into question, as well as impugning the integrity of the awards committee members and that of the whole association. Last Thursday, the awards committee and the executive committee of GAO together took pains to talk to the false claimant on phone and demand his source of information for his claim. He apologized profusely and told us that the error was committed by his daughter, who got overexcited when she saw the short list that was released to the press and found the parent's name at the top of the particular category and assumed that the father had won, failing to note the reminder in the press release that the list was made in no particular order of merit. Since this was the first time error of that nature, and due to the explanation and apology of the said participant, the awards committee and the National Executive Committee decided not to disqualify the candidate, but rather take measures to caution future award entrants against committing such infractions. On this August occasion, we wish to express our heartfelt gratitude to our keynote speaker, Mr. Asare Kunedu Yamwa, for accepting our invitation to be here. We are indeed grateful also to our distinguished assessors for their hard work, dedicated professionalism, and untiring effort in delivering the assessment results on time. They carried out their assignments independently and with efficiency and impartiality. We are indeed very grateful also to Datum Forms, led by Mr. Michael Tando, for their efficient and professional approach to the service they delivered to the GAO Awards. And we do appreciate also the huge discount they gave us on the entire volume of work they did on the awards. We wish Datum Forms very well. We wish them well. The CIS Literary Awards Committee is extremely grateful to Experience Ghana Limited and Ronel Ghana and to their teams for the immense support both in the planning and fundraising efforts and for being the true power behind this year's event. Without them, we couldn't have done it. A zillion thanks also to Mr. Kokulumo, a writer, a voiceover artist, and a professional master of ceremonies, who is our MC for tonight. On behalf of the association and the awards planning committee, the awards planning committee wishes to express our sincere gratitude to our general sponsors and all who in diverse ways have supported the CIS GAO Literary Awards in cash and or in kind. We are also indeed grateful to our media partners, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, New Times Corporation, Graphic Communications Group Limited, the Ghana News Agency, and TV Africa. We do not take your generosity for granted. Finally, we wish all of us here and those watching the event live by remote a very wonderful, fun-filled evening as we celebrate our 19 award winners plus one special mention tonight. Thank you.
Prince Joe Latte Jr., Saki Soa, Doris Adabasukuono are the three members of the planning committee. Let's put our hands together once again. Well, sometimes the master of ceremonies is the least appreciated. And so today, if I have had a mention or I've seen or experienced a mention in the address of the planning committee, how about then I dedicate this music to all of you because we have all come far First of all, Ghana Association of Writers, when we started these awards, there's the Sith Literary Awards, but also to you and most of you who have had your glory days and you are expecting that you get back and bounce back again. This music was celebrated 20 years of existence in 2020, and it only tells in the Ghana language how far we have come. Let's listen to Ogbejeke. When we come back, we'll get into the first set of the awards. I'll see you soon. Indeed, we've come really, really far, and we only can pray that even the greater awards, of course, the existence of GAO would live more even to impact all of us as we live indeed. Thank you very much indeed. There's still the 6th GAO Literary Awards right here at the AMA Emporium, and we're celebrating literary excellence and, of course, your creative works. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now start off with the competitive awards. We begin from novel, and we will award from the 3rd, the 2nd to the 1st prize in that order. First of all, let's welcome the presenter of the awards, Emmanuel Nyako, is CEO of Town and Country Books Services, also the publishers of Victory Educational Books, and council member of the Ghana Publishers Association. Let's welcome a presenter of the awards, even as it comes. Let's now also have the awards come by. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3rd prize under the novel category here at the 6th Literary Awards of the Ghana Association of Writers. The 3rd prize goes to the writer of the novel New Currency, Adwoa Yeboah Afari. Let's put our hands together for Adwoa Yeboah Afari. Congratulations to you, Ajua Yeboah Afari, the novel New Currency. Let's put our hands together for her once again. Mr. Yako, you're going to be helping us do all the three indeed. Thank you. The second prize under the novel category tonight goes to the writer of the book, Urban Surgeon. Let's welcome the winner of the awards. Oh, you know yourself, Solomon Kuere. Let's put our hands together for him. Congratulations to you indeed, Solomon. Congratulations to you indeed. Keep writing and let's keep enjoying your work as well. Let's put our hands together for them. Let's celebrate all of them tonight. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the very first prize under this category, novel, the author of the book, The Illegitimate Prince, MP Bayer. Let's put our hands together for our winner, MP Bayer. Alrighty. Okay, so Gal will accept this on behalf, and that's the very first prize under the novel category. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Nyako. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Nyako as well. He's the CEO of Town and Country Books Services and publishers of Victory Educational Books, council member of the Ghana Publishers Association. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now go to the short story. The short story, and we are only awarding the second prize in this category. Let's welcome the presenter of the awards, Mr. Eduse Dechi, his GAO Advisory Board member. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Eduse Dechi as he helps us to present the award. Ladies and gentlemen, the second prize and the only prize under this award category, short story, goes to the author of Maria's Wonder, Doris Akosia Tay. Let's put our hands together for her. Thank you very much, Mr. Dechi, and also congratulations to you, Doris Akosiate. Let's put our hands together for Doris. Congratulations to you, and that's the winner for the second prize under the category of short story here at the City Literary Awards of the Ghana Association of Writers. The next presenter of the NES Awards, let's welcome Ajua Yeboah Afari, a distinguished author and former editor of Ghanaian Times. So let's put our hands together for her, even as she helps us to... The next category is poetry, and we are awarding literary works under this category. Ladies and gentlemen, the third prize under the poetry category for tonight, for the book My Generation and Other Poems, let's welcome Nana Ode Ofei. Let's put our hands together for the winner. Let's celebrate them. It's not easy to put together. I mean, some of us still have our manuscripts right there. We've not touched them yet, talk less of even publishing them. And so they deserve great appreciation from all of us. Oh, let the music go. Let me feel the space, yeah? Are you afraid to play? Play! Please help. Oh, Nanaja, please, help us. We're doing more. We're doing more. I know you love poems as well, don't you? Anyways, let's go to the second prize
under the poetry category, and it goes to the author of the book, Aguri Boma. Let's welcome the winner, Azags Ganda. Azags Ganda, you are the winner for this award. If you are not here, Gal will receive it on your behalf. And let's quickly go to the first prize right here under this poetry category. And the first prize goes to Lyrical Textiles, Gabriel Iwa Menu. Let's put our hands together for the winner. First prize under the category of poetry, Gabriel Iwa Menu. And I'm not too sure your name is Gabriel. You are receiving it on behalf of him. I just want to be sure. Anyways, wherever you are, we send our love as well. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much indeed for that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the next one, the next category for children's book. Children's book. Let's welcome the presenter of the awards, the chairman of the planning committee. Let's welcome Doris Adabasuku as she comes to help us. Children's storybook. We'll start off with the third prize. Oh, let's put our hands together for the chair. Especially when it's a surprise. And you have a straight face from Madame saying, I was not informed. Anyways, let's go to the children's storybook. And the third prize under this category goes to the book King Goat Aponchi. Mariska Arabatela Daku is the winner of this award. Let's put our hands together. The third prize. Congratulations to you, the writer, King Goat Aponchi. If you want to know the reason why that was, you have to see Madame and get the book and read as well. It will be a very interesting read. Let's go to the second prize, still under the category of children's storybook. The second prize goes to the author of Slam Formula, Silas Salom. You are the second prize winner. Congratulations to you, Silas Salom, for this award, and of course, your book is Slam Formula. Very interesting names right here in this category as well. Let's now go to the very first prize, still under the children's storybook. And this name is one that you might have heard over and over and over again. She has really established herself as well. Even when your voice shakes, Ruby Yaira Goka is the first prize winner. Let's put our hands together for her. Probably we would have to create some Hall of Fame category for people like Goka, because they keep coming and they keep coming and they keep coming. Congratulations. Let's put our hands together once again for Yaira Goka for the book. And the book, Even When Your Voice Shakes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now go to creative non-fiction. Creative non-fiction, even as we welcome to the stage once again, Mr. Dechi, join us once again and do the award presentation for us. Creative non-fiction. Creative non-fiction.
Ladies and gentlemen, the third prize under the category of creative nonfiction goes to the author of the book Faith to Conquer and Step Out. Kofi Ajay is the winner. Let's put our hands together for Kofi Ajay. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you for blessing us. Faith to Conquer and Step Out. Thank you very much, Mr. Dechi, as well. Thank you very much indeed. Yes. Mr. Dechi wants to present more. Do we have the Peninsula Resort rep here? Any rep from one of our sponsors? Peninsula Resort rep? Okay, I see. All right. Otherwise, you would have been the one to help us. So now that Mr. Dechi wants to present more, let's put our hands together for Mr. Dechi to come back and help us. The next award, second prize, goes to the author, Revitalizing Mission and Missiology, Apostle Vincent Anani Dente. Congratulations to you, Apostle Vincent Anani Dente, Revitalizing Mission and Missiology. No, one for you, Mr. Dechi. One for you. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's now do the first prize, still under the category Creative Nonfiction. And it goes to Steps for the Progress of the Black Race, Lieutenant Colonel Richard D. Nimako. Oh, let's put our hands together. Do you have the family there? Please join. Let's come, let's go. Let's all be part of the photograph. Congratulations to you, Lieutenant Colonel Richard D. Nimako. You are the first prize winner. The book Steps for the Progress of the Black Race. Let's put our hands together for them. Oh, let's put our hands together for all of them. Thank you very much, Mr. Dechi, as well. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's do the Ghanaian Language Special Award. The Ghanaian Language Special Award. And would have to go back, and since he's a lover of the arts and a lover of the things of languages as well, shall we bring back the board chair of the National Theatre, Nana Fridia Oforiatta. Let's put our hands together for him. And even as we do the Ghanaian Language Special Award, we have just the second prize. And please permit me if the mentioning of this book is wrong. Apologies. I should have rehearsed. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, someone said and then I am all over the place. For the Ghanaian Language Special Award, Infante Asenzi na Asiesie. Ebenezer Kumsing is the winner. I'm going to ask you to come and mention it so that I can learn. Please forgive me. Please mention it.
That is.
Is that what I said? I was in the north and the title was in the south. Please mention Infante, Infancy, Asenti, Nansiesie. Oh, let's put our hands together.
Let's put our hands together for the winner, of course, board chairman as well, for doing us the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, for Maths and Science Special Award, Maths and Science Special Award or Textbook Special Award, let's welcome the presenter of the awards, the CEO of Experience Ghana and Ronel Ghana, ones who are the brains behind almost all the award ceremonies you have seen. Let's put our hands together for him, right from Trade Fair to the AMA Emporium. Thank you very much indeed, Limante. We're grateful. And now let's go to the two winners under this category. We start off with the second prize under the category of Maths and Science Special Awards. The second prize goes to the author of the book, Practical Decision Support Resources for Cardiovascular Diseases, Michael Ajiman. Let's put our hands together for him. Congratulations to you, Michael Opoko Jiman. And now to the very first prize under the Maths and Science Special Award here at the Sith Literary Awards of the Ghana Association of Writers. Ladies and gentlemen, the author of The Adventures of Hurricane and Tornado, Part 2, Bringing the Water Home. Let's put our hands together for the author of that book. If you're here, let's put our hands together for him while he comes to receive the award. All right, he's not here. All right, Gal will... you are. It's Mr. Dechi. Hey, let's put our hands together for Mr. Dechi. So Dechi, I didn't want you to be here. Oh my world. Congratulations to you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's fill the house with music. When we come back, we'll do the last set of awards. Stay with us. And thank you very much, CEO of Ronel Ghana and Experience Ghana as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the maths and science was supposed to be the topmost, but there's a reason, and I'll bring it to you pretty soon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now do the last category right here, the spoken word category for the 6th Literary Awards for the Ghana Association of Writers. Let's welcome our keynoter, Mr. Yama, to do the presentation of the awards. So let's put our hands together for him while he comes. And I promise it's going to be a very short night, and here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3rd prize under this category, spoken word, goes to the author of the poem, The Man Kwame Nkrumah, Osman Abraham Lincoln. Let's put our hands together for Osman Abraham Lincoln. You are the 3rd prize winner under the spoken word category. And this is for the poem, The Man Kwame Nkrumah. Congratulations to you, Osman Abraham Lincoln, the 3rd prize winner under the spoken word category. I think it's now obvious that if you're a spoken word artist, especially if you're a man and you want to win, you need to write about Kwame Nkrumah. Because the next winner of the award is also, he won this award because he wrote a letter to Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Nana Fredua Ajiman Jr. Let's put our hands together for him while he comes. So next year, if you want to win in this category, consider writing about Kwame Nkrumah. That's just by the way now. Congratulations to you, Nana Fredua Ajiman Jr. The poem is a letter to Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the very first prize under the spoken word category did not choose to write about Nkrumah. So if you're a lady, I have told you, the winner already is a lady. The poem is I'm Not a Mother. Apioko Seyram Ashong Abe is your winner for the first prize under the spoken word category. And ladies and gentlemen, shall we have the microphone as well? So that whoever came with her would come take the award as she takes the center stage to perform for us, to crown the knights. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Yamwa. So the gentleman will take the award, and then Apioka will take the microphone. There you go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, good evening. Or it's not a good evening. I think it is. At least for me, it is. It's good to be here. So I'm going to do 2 pieces. They're both not that long. Now, the first one is Educator Dreams. And then the second one is the poem that won the award. So a round of applause, please. All for my dreams, all for my dreams. What I'm going through, what I'm going through. All for my dreams, all for my dreams, all for my dreams. What I'm going through, what I'm going through, it's all for my dreams. I deserve to be a self-sufficient, educated woman, she would say. She knew where she'd come from. Her family had made many sacrifices for her to get an education. Her siblings stayed at home because her parents could only pay school fees for one child at a time, a dire situation. And she could not prove her uncles and aunties right. Sending a girl child to school is not a waste of meager family resources for a fruitful effort towards future economic liberation. Then 3SHS came. They all went to school, but they still had to buy uniforms, provisions, sanitary pads, things which were still a difficult novelty for their parents to afford in their state of desolation. And yet, I deserve to be a self-sufficient, educated woman, she would say. She worked hard when she was in school. She earned 7 A's and 1 B, and she was certain that she would be able to become the first person in her family to get a university degree, but there is no money. And so what would it take to be a self-sufficient, educated woman? Hawking on the streets of Accra, working as a kayayo with the possibility of being cheated by selfish customers by day or raped by ruthless predators at night, or having to depend on the benevolence of a rich man in return for the currency of her lady parts. I deserve to be a self-sufficient, educated woman, she would say. But self-dignity, self-confidence, and self-sufficiency, they cannot come from a mere dream of having big, expensive certificates of education. Nah, not be certificates we go chopo. And so, how will she ever be a self-sufficient, educated woman? Thank you. And I am not a mother. So I wrote I'm not a mother at the height of the COVID pandemic. Of course, we had our fair share of it here in Ghana. We had our own lockdown. And that meant for many working mothers that they had to be at home with their children who couldn't be in school. And for a lot of women in that situation, it was difficult. And so this sort of captures the essence of the emotions that women like that may have been feeling. I am not a mother. My womb and my lady hole have incubated and birthed life into this world of uncertainty. But I am not a mother. One morning 7 years ago, I vomited in the shower, and then I vomited every day for the next 7 months. Talk about 7 being the number of perfection. I had a perfect pregnancy-induced vomit infection. Then came the backaches that almost killed my youthful ability to move and to jump and to shake things. And then came the heartburn that kept me awake at night. Any mothers here? Every morning my eyes were red and sore, and all I wanted to do was sleep, but work kept shoving me through my front door. And let's not forget that if I ate, then the heartburn would just make me vomit some more. 7 months of pregnancy-induced vomit perfection, but I am not a mother. And then the stretch marks shot me in the heart. My breasts had long, rough lines on them, and it was as though someone had carved them into my soft skin with a pocket knife. The lines shone in the moonlight and began to itch at sunrise. My inner thighs grew to become deformed, dark, unsightly, bumpy lines that made me feel dirty and far from attractive or sexy. And then the ugly lines would itch whenever sweat so much as tickled them, while I still dealt with 7 months of pregnancy-induced vomit perfection. But I am not a mother. Let's talk about my humongous nose, my swollen toes, my itchy belly, and how every bedtime required a new pose. Let's talk about how suddenly everyone on the street thought that they had a right to comment on your sex life because there was evidence of it. They treated you like you were helpless. They acted like they actually cared. They wanted you to share your pregnancy experiences with them, the kokonsa, the sabe, when they would never even let you know what their favorite food was. They were your pseudo-doctors and midwives, barking out instructions, giving you unsolicited and often unwanted advice. They had an opinion on why you should push a human being through your lady hole instead of allowing a surgeon to cut into your abdomen. And they even explained how you should push through your own vagina. 7 years ago, I worked every day of that pregnancy, and I worked through 2 more marathons of pregnancy-induced vomit perfection, but I am not a mother. I had to secure my career. Women would just get pregnant, go on maternity leave, and become a liability to cost the company money, they say. But I would not prove them right. I had to support my family. My aging father and my ailing mother and my struggling sister were my responsibility, a responsibility that I just could not stand by and allow my husband to be burdened with. I had to keep my home afloat. Ghana's economy is young, they say. She must compete with the Western warriors and the Asian tigers, and a single income is hardly a way to live in comfort, peace, and joy, and especially not when babies are being popped out of my lady hole. But I am not a mother. My womb and my lady who have incubated and birthed life into this world of uncertainty, but I am not a mother. For this world, uncertain as it is, through some erratic, temperamental, arrogant, corona-like virus our way, and we're falling over our feet, fighting to comprehend things that we thought we knew. I thought I was a mother, but I'm not a mother. My high-pressure job keeps me out of my home, away from my kids, in small doses of opium intimacy with my husband, able to pay a nanny and a preschool. But my high-pressure job has robbed me of what many might say motherhood should be. My hard-earned career has made me alien to motherhood. I thought I was a mother, but I am not a mother. This corona time has kept me at home with the children. I get irritated when they barge into my room while I work. I get upset when I cannot take a nap or watch my favorite TV shows. I get overwhelmed when I cannot teach them their ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. I thought I was a mother, but this wretched queen of a virus has taught me that I am not a mother. I don't know how to be a mother. I'm not even sure if I want to be a mother. Forget all of those pregnancy-induced vomit infections, the heartburn, the backaches, the stretch marks, the pushing through my lady hall that I was so sure would kill me. I am not a mother, and it eats me up every day. But guess what? That's okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, and that's the winner. First prize, the spoken word category. And that sums up everything. Once again, a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an exciting night, and I'm truly grateful. 3rd year running, and I started off from the Event Haven to Trade Fair, and 2 years here. It's been a good one, and I cannot say that, I cannot take it for granted. Grateful to Gal as well. I want to say thank you to these 3 gentlemen, and these are people we've noted. I mean, they came all the way from these places even to receive the awards. I want to say a very big thank you for that. I mean, Silas Selom came from Central Region all the way. Let's put our hands together for him. Osman Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln also came all the way from Kumasi. Where are you? Let's put our hands together for him. And then Solomon Kuire also came all the way from Tamale to be here tonight. Ghana Association of Writers is very grateful. A big thanks to all the executives and members of Ghana Association of Writers as well. Let's put our hands together for them. Some of them are here with us tonight. And also a big thanks to the 3-member committee of the planning committee. Let's put our hands together for them as well. And God bless you. There are drinks outside, and there's a beautiful background that is provided for you. Take pictures with whoever it is that you want to take pictures with. And a big thanks to once again to Ronel Ghana, Experience Ghana as well, for holding us down for at least, I have known, 3 years running. God bless you. One of our sponsors as well, Peninsula Resort and Nana Dr. Edusakode Efrie, and then also Professor Adebayo Olukoshi, who's somewhere in Nigeria because of us, obviously, because he could have stayed in South Africa and minded his own business. Let's put our hands together for him once again. Thanks to GBC, GNA, Ghanaian Times, Graphic Communications, TV Africa, and also PZ for the sanitizers. It's been a good one. My name is Kokulumo, and I cannot wait to see you at your next event. Even before we go, shall we have the prayer? But this time is an Anglo prayer. I'll spare you a bit tonight and do it in English. Salutations to thee, thou who art the heaven and the earth. Salutations to thee, thou who dwells in my mind. Salutations to thee. Thou who sits in the chamber of my heart. Salutations to thee. Thou who art the controller of the body. Om Sobolisa. Thou the artful one who has made hands and feet. Thou the creator, the life force and the mind behind the universe. Thou everlasting one, lift the veil of ignorance and darkness covering my mind. Dispel the state of fear and superstition creeping into my mind. Destroy the disease and sickness gnawing at the roots of my life. Let death and the destruction depart from me. Grant me the blessing of material prosperity. May my children be a source of blessing. May we enjoy good health and longevity. May the spiritual force remain flowing through our minds. Peace unto you, peace and blessing unto you. Ago, ago, ago. Akbenami. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much and good night.
It's in